Now let's bring in probably one of the most insane ladies in the whole Central Valley, running for Congress, Suzanna Marrero. What's going on? You know why I say that, right?
Why?
You're crazy.
Thank
Running
you.
for Congress?
Yeah.
That's a big job.
Let's stop right there, and first of all, let's say it's Suzanna Aguilera Marrero. If I only get one last name, I get to pick which one.
You just keep rolling those R's, okay?
And that's how you get Sam, because I'm setting you up for success and for Congress.
I like it. Now, you're running for Congress in which district?
Congressional District 22.
And what does that cover?
That will cover from the Lindsay, Strathmore, Exeter, Orosi, Ivanhoe, all of Tulare, Visalia, parts of all of Reedley, parts of, oh gosh, all the way up to Clovis, almost up right Dam.
Really?
It was redistricted in 2000 after the census, so...
After they counted everybody,
yeah, they
right?
counted everybody, yes.
Now, that area, did you grow up in that area?
I did. I was born and raised in Porterville, and I currently live in Tulare.
And you tell people?
Oh,
no, just kidding. I'm kidding. Now, this area, why do you want to be the congresswoman in this area? What are the needs of this area?
I come from a background of always doing service, and I did a lot with the youth when I was growing up to put women, young ladies, in organized, structured, supervised activities, and to keep them from getting pregnant.
Are you talking about prison?
Well, we have 12 of them in the Central Valley, so we don't want our youth ending up there. So it's important that we have these programs, but it's important that we get water to not just our farmers and our ranchers, but of course to the people.
All right. Come on, Sam, take a breath here. We're gonna slow down a little bit, okay? Let's get back to the youth. Now that's a great point. The youth, the next generation needs some direction.
Yes.
And what do you intend to do for the youth in your district?
I'm doing it by serving as a role model so that they have somebody to look to, so that they know they also can go on to school and come back to serve and to live in our backyard. I don't want my grandchildren. I have 3 grandchildren, and I don't want them to leave.
You're a grandmother?
I am a grandmother of 3, and my granddaughter just ran for vice president in 4th grade, and she won. And she said she only ran for vice president because they wouldn't let her run for president, but she'll run for president next year. So, and
were you her campaign manager?
No, I
Did you
wasn't.
tell her how to do it?
She was just watching and learned, because she says she knows it's important to get engaged and get involved and to represent the people that are afraid.
You know what? I like you, Sam, because you're not afraid yourself. You will stand up and you will say what you believe in.
We need somebody to do that. I want to mention, because I don't want to lose this opportunity, that doing fundraising has been the toughest part of my job here, and we've moved mountains so far in bringing our campaign this far along.
Is it hard for a woman?
Yes, it is hard. It's always been hard, because I've always been a woman.
I get it.
And that's okay with me. I don't mind.
Is it harder to raise the money, the campaign funds?
Yes, it's harder for people to take you seriously, that you seriously want to make a difference. I know that my opponent for the last 12 years was supposed to bring water to our valley, and I want to know how many...
Wait a minute, are you running against Devin Nunes?
Yes, I am.
You are, aren't you?
I am.
So he was supposed to bring water here. That was his big promise?
That was his platform.
Where was he going to get it from?
I don't know. I'm waiting. It's been 12 years.
Yeah.
Not 1 acre-foot of water in 12 years.
So coming into office, that was his big promise, was bringing water to the valley, and then that didn't happen.
If memory serves, I believe that everyone would agree.
How do you think we should bring water into the valley?
I think that it's a complicated issue, but it does require negotiating and never throwing in the towel. Shutting down our government certainly isn't a way to do that, and that is what happened.
Should we be giving away our water or selling it off?
No.
Should the water stay where the rain falls?
Should we not have water for our people that live in the very area?
No.
We should have water.
Yes, we should.
Yes, we need to have water. We are not a third world nation at all. We are California, for heaven's sakes. Water should be in our backyard.
Now, what other things are important in this area? Because I know unemployment's got to be higher in those areas.
Absolutely. So you want to go ahead and do a variety of things. It's just not one thing. If you bring the high-speed rail, and I am in favor of that, you're going to be bringing jobs, and those jobs are going to generate the economy. And so your mom and pop stores, and of course your bigger department stores and grocery stores will also benefit as a result of that. And the high-speed rail will put my grandchildren there so they can go to school and come back in time for dinner. It'll also afford them an opportunity to go to either the north or the south and get a good job that they can receive a prevailing wage and come home and raise their own family for generations to come.
What was your background before you decided to run for Congress?
I am a retired correctional captain. All 33
Who's surprised
prisons.
by that? Where do you serve your time?
My last 8 years as a captain was out of Sacramento, where I deployed to all 33 prisons doing the access to health care with the Office of the Federal Receiver.
What did you see in prison that made you want to run for Congress?
I saw that there was a lot of advantages, believe it or not, when you're an inmate, and I wanted to know why Mom and Pop and our veterans weren't getting the same attention by rattling cages.
So I like this. So you're saying that the prisoners are getting more attention than the people that served our country?
I'm saying that I didn't, at that time, had to buy it, but I sure as heck had to sell it.
Wow. What will you do to change that?
Negotiate again. It doesn't take one person in Congress to make the differences, but if it takes crossing political affiliations, I don't have a problem with that. I never went into any right situation in my job asking, are you an R, are you a D, are you an I? It only mattered that you came to work and that you left home back to your families healthy and in one piece. And that's what I want to do. I want to represent here in this valley the people. When I become more like Wall Street than Main Street, then it's time for me to come back home.
Can we clap for that? Man. Now, I want you just to kind of look at that camera right now, and I want you to tell the people out there why they should vote for you and why they should not vote for Devin Nunes.
You had 12 years of one big goose egg. I want an opportunity to represent you today for your tomorrow. I need your vote. If you have dollars, that helps. But I need you to get out the vote. Everyone counts. Either you vote or someone else is going to make those decisions for you. And we've seen what those decisions have been in the last 12 years.
All right. Well, there you go. You make it sound like Devin Nunes had a pretty easy ride the last 12 years.
I'll let the voters be the judge of that. I think that it's important that everybody weighs in. Take a look at the voting record. Take a look at the attendance. Take a look at what you're getting out of that employee. If you were a small business person and you had an employee that came to work and gave you a productivity level that you've been receiving from your representative, and if that was the case for 12 years, and I were to do the assessment as I did for 8 years for the Department of Corrections, my assessment results would conclude with, one, you're going to eliminate the position or you're going to terminate the employee. Congress doesn't have term limits, and yet it does. It means you get out and you vote, and you make the difference.
Awesome. All right.
I wanted to say something about my fundraiser.
Please say something about your fundraiser.
I have a fundraiser coming over to the Visalia Convention Center on October the 19th. That's a Sunday. It's a tardeada. That means that we have a special guest who's going to honor us with his present. Grammy Award-winning Little Joey La Familia will be playing with us. There, the doors will open at 5 o'clock, and we're going to have August, the band, a local band that's going to be playing for the first hour before we have Little Joe. I invite everybody to come out. The tickets are $30, and you can go ahead and call my office for the tickets, or a table for $300, and that's an awesome price for bringing the caliber of talent that we're going to be having. So I encourage everyone to come and attend and have a great time at the same time.
Okay, Sam. Always good to see you. Good luck in that election.
Thank you very much.
Come back and see us again.
I sure will.
All right.
Thank you very
We're
much.
going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, check it out. Love and relationship counselor Rochelle Jarrell. We'll be right back.